Hey guys, welcome to the Confessions of a Paper Addict 20 Days of Cutfiles. Today's day 3 prompt from the Christmas list is mixed media. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I have these 2 photos of all the grandkids on the one side with all the Christmas bears. I'm going to crop them down a little bit. I kind of got inspired by a sketch from the scrap room for November. So I cut the Twiggy Wreath that was released in today's release on the Facebook group, so make sure you go check it out. I cut that out twice. I cut it once in craft cardstock and once in this, it's a Lily Bee Designs. It's like polka dot on one side and it's like just a distressed like ledger on the other, and I ripped it when I took it off, so I gotta make sure I glue that down. But I was going to layer them up and then put the 2 photos kind of in the center, but from there I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. So we are gonna go play with some ideas and we'll get started. Let's get started. Okay, I was naughty and I did this morning. I'm not even kidding. So, yeah, this week's been nuts. So what I decided is with mixed media, I was like, you know what? I haven't played with my stamps hardly at all in November. So I was going to grab out my stamps, and I have some of these jelly bean soup. And then I don't know what these other ones are. Actually, I think it's Bo Bunny. It might be a Bo Bunny stamp set. Anywho, so I like this paper a lot, and I was toying with the idea of framing my layout and decided just to go for it. I grabbed some Vicky Bouton Foundations paper because I want to stamp on it and then I want to squirt it with water to give it more of a muddled look. It doesn't muddle as much as I thought it would, but so stamping's my mixed media. I don't know, does that count? I think so. Does mixed media stamping, does that, I don't know, I'm counting it apparently. But that's what I did. I'm doing a mixed media background with stamps. And then, yeah, I'm using Distress Oxides. So with this, it's basically like Christmas stamps, Christmas seals paper, that blue paper. I matched the colors as best I could with some oxides I have. So I have tumbled glass, tattered rose, cracked pistachio, and walnut stain is the brown, and I decided to do brown just because my wreaths are in like a brown and khaki. And then I used, what red did I use? It wasn't Festive Berries. Candied apple there. I was like, Christmas cheer? No, that's not a color. Candied apple for the red. And so I'm gonna get my, oh, I'm sorry, choking on my own spit. I'm going to get my photos backed first and the whole kind of wreath area figured out where I want it to go so that I can figure out where I want to do my stamping in the background. So I've got the wreaths together on the page. I'm just backing my photos with some of the papers I have. I'm using mostly, I decided to use Pink Fresh, an older collection, a couple Christmases ago. What is this collection called? And I got some other old stuff in a grab box a couple years ago for Black Friday. So I just have some, this one is Holiday Vibes. I really like this collection. I like the colors in it. And I don't have too much left of it, but I wanted to play with it. I'll play with that for today and tomorrow's actually. Sorry. So I'm going to staple the 2 wreaths, the Twiggy wreaths together so that I know where I want them. And I decided to cut this green piece behind the 2 photos into a banner. And I'm really liking the way that looks. So now I'm like, okay, let's get to stamping. So this pine cone, I'm pretty sure is a Bo Bunny stamp. And it came with, there's like a, no, I don't know if the snowman's part of it, but there's like a penguin with a scarf on and then some really ornate snowflakes. So I'm going to stamp around, and I sped this up 6 times, the stamping part. So I'm going to stamp around some of these pine cones, and they have a script in them. They're really cute. I'm going to stamp some of them on the background, and then some of the stamps I also have dies for. And I'm going to stamp them on a separate piece, and I'm going to cut them out. The pine cones, I just have to fussy cut out. But the like twigs or branches and the little berries, I have a die for, and that's a jelly bean soup, I'm pretty sure. And it was like a stamp die set. I got like 3 of them one time. I think it was on a Peachy Cheap deal. So I'm stamping this ornate like snowflake in the tumbled glass. And then I'm taking 3 little clusters and doing the 3 smaller snowflakes that came in it, and the candied apple and the Tattered Rose, just to add some of those colors in the background. Those are all colors, like I said, that I was kind of matching in that background border paper. And then the Correct Pistachio I do in all the leaves. And then after I get it all stamped down and I like the way it looks, and it turned out way better. Like in my brain, I was like, this is not going to look good. And then it turned out, I surprised myself. Isn't that fun how sometimes that happens? And then, yep, I'm going to stamp some of the branches or twigs or whatever, branches, and some of the berries, and I will die cut those out. So now I just spritzed it with water and I'm dabbing it up. So it didn't muddle it as much as I hoped it did. I was hoping to get more of a run, but I think because I did so much stamping, a lot of it actually dried. So some of it muddled, and I'm fine with that. So it muddled a little bit, and then I have to adjust my branch because I realized after I got it down on the frame, it was actually going off the page, which I don't know how that happened. But I'm really liking the way this looks. Like, this is looking really awesome. So now after I've die cut, I'm going to die cut start. I'm not going to show you die cutting all those branches because I have just this tiny little 3-inch Craft manual die cutter. And so I have to do I can only do 2 or 3 things at a time. And it only a 3-inch wide. So, and I only have one single die. So even if I had one big one, I would have to run it through however many times because there's only one die for one branch. I did it so many times. Anywho. I get all those out. I have these acrylic pieces. Those are from an old paper issue, or not paper issue, Pink Fresh collection. I don't even know. That was, like I said, it was in a grab box that I got one time. And it came in there, and I don't even know what those are from. Maybe somebody watching knows. But I got everything glued down. I popped the photo and that green banner part up on foam. And now I'm going to pop up some of these pine cones and tuck them into the clusters where I stamped them, just to bring them more to the forefront. So it looks like some are behind the wreath, some are on top of the wreath. And some of them got covered up, but that's okay. And some of the branches get popped on foam. Some of the berries get tucked in. And I'm loving it. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab these awesome wood veneer or wood alphas and just do big smiles because this was just a cute little photo op. It was the day after Christmas. I think that's when we celebrated with my husband's family that year. And it was my son's kind of his first Christmas being 1. He was born in November. So his very first Christmas, he's infant. He just laid there. He did nothing. But he was 1 during this Christmas in 2014, and he was just a ball of fun. I have a bunch of layouts actually that are from this 2014 Christmas and 2018 Christmas, and I think I have a couple others mixed around. But I'm trying to get the Christmas albums done periodically. That's my goal, either when we do Christmas in July or the December things. If I'm not working on a December daily, which I only started them last year, so I had my December 2020 done. I'm going to start working on my this year one. I'm one who doesn't try to get it done during the month. I enjoy the month and I work on it later. I'll make some base pages, but I just added some chipboards on top and above, kind of created a diagonal design. I really love it. Added some of those acrylic bursts around as well. Love those too. Here's some close-ups. I apologize for the photo quality or the coloring was off. My light box wasn't working for some reason, and I had to go outside really quick and edit really fast so I could get this up on time. So I apologize if it doesn't get up right when it should have, but here are the close-ups. I hope you enjoy. Check out everybody else who's playing along down below, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.